All right, today we're going on a bit of a quest. We're going to pull back the curtain and really understand the masters of modern IT and the incredible, complex cloud architectures they design.
I mean, just think about it for a second. Every single app you use, every website you visit, all the content you stream, it's all running on this vast, powerful, and almost completely invisible architecture. It's the foundation of our digital lives.
So that brings up the real question, right? Who are the people actually designing and building these amazing systems? Well, they're the modern digital architects, and we're about to dive into what it really takes to become one. Okay, to really get what these architects do, we first have to wrap our heads around the scale of the challenge they're up against. And let me tell you, it's a challenge defined by just massive complexity and constant, non-stop demand. The demands these days are just immense. Applications have to be available everywhere, all the time, no excuses. They need to be able to scale up or scale down in an instant. But the single biggest enemy, the biggest hurdle to overcome, it's the overwhelming complexity that holds everything together. So how on earth do you even begin to tackle a task that big? Well, you rely on some seriously powerful tools. And two of the absolute key players in this space are VMware for the infrastructure and Kubernetes for the applications. A really fantastic way to think about this is like an orchestra. VMware Cloud Foundation, that's your concert hall. It's the solid, reliable, secure foundation. And Kubernetes, that's the conductor, orchestrating all the different applications so they run in perfect harmony. You absolutely need both to create a masterpiece. Okay, but how do you get the conductor and the concert hall to work together so seamlessly? Well, that's where the vSphere Kubernetes Service comes in. It's the magic glue, the technology that integrates them both into a single, unified platform for all your modern apps. But here's the thing. Just knowing how to use the tools, that's only the beginning. The real journey, the true quest for an architect, is about mastering the art of design itself. And this right here perfectly illustrates the key difference. Look, pretty much anyone can learn how to use a hammer, right? But it takes a real architect to design the entire building. This is what mastery is all about. It's shifting your whole mindset from being just an operator to a strategic designer. It means you can listen to a complex business problem and actually translate it into a technical blueprint. It means you can weigh all the trade-offs, design solutions that are actually robust, and this is the critical part, see potential problems and disasters before they ever happen. So, how do you get to that level of mastery? It's not about cramming facts for a test, I can tell you that. It's about following a structured path, a real blueprint for success. This journey is broken down into 4 really clear stages. It all starts with a strategic roadmap to guide you. Then you use proven learning techniques, not just to memorize stuff, but to actually internalize the concepts. After that, you do deep dives into the core knowledge, and finally, you apply everything in real-world scenarios. It's a very methodical path from theory to practice. And the methods themselves are what's so cool here. Again, this isn't about memorization. It's about using techniques like dependency-based learning to see how all the systems connect, and scenario reconstruction to get you thinking like a top-tier troubleshooter. It's about actually understanding the big picture. Okay, let's look at a concrete example of the kind of deep knowledge we're talking about here. An architect needs to know, without even blinking, what's the fundamental difference between a supervisor cluster and a Tanzu Kubernetes cluster. And this is not a surface-level question. And the answer actually reveals a core architectural principle. The supervisor cluster is the brain. It's the central control plane built right into vSphere. The Tanzu clusters? That's where all the work actually gets done. That's where your applications live and run. Getting that distinction is absolutely fundamental. So, after all that technical detail, why does this whole quest really matter? Why would you go on such a challenging journey? What's the real reward at the end of it all? Well, for one, this path is proven to work. I mean, the feedback from professionals who have actually completed this journey is unanimously positive. This isn't just theory, it's a process that gets real results. As one person who completed the journey put it, it's a comprehensive path for mastering these technologies. And that feeling of genuine mastery, well, that is the real prize. Because the certification, yeah, it's valuable, but it's really just a symbol. The true reward is the transformation. It's becoming a genuine expert, someone who doesn't just operate systems, but architects them with real confidence and foresight. Ultimately, this is what you walk away with, the clarity to actually see the big picture.
the proficiency to design elegant, tough, resilient systems, and the aptitude to solve the hardest problems that span across different domains, these are the hallmarks of a true IT architect. At the end of the day, the entire digital world that we all rely on is being designed and redesigned as we speak. So the question this all leaves us with is actually a simple one. Are you ready to be one of the people holding the blueprint?